So I don't know about you, but planning is really, really tough for me. I, at one point, was super organized and could like break down every project I needed to into a clear path. And I think a lot of that came from just like music culture in college and in high school. Like I knew what I wanted to do. When I began to kind of run Illumination Project and write more songs and make more content and travel more and lead worship here or set up this camp over here, like there just became a lot of projects and a lot of things I wanted to do and things that I needed to do, but like balancing those was always tough. One way I'm going to try to combat this over the next 90 days is I'm going to take a little different approach to goal setting. This is something I haven't done before. I've set product goals and I've set kind of just high level goals for Illumination Project, but I've never done it this way. This was introduced to me by just a YouTuber who does like business and marketing and that sort of thing. He talked about framing a goal in the form of a hypothesis. So if you've ever taken any science class, you know a hypothesis is a statement in which something that you would like to happen, but it's not provable yet. Like you put a hypothesis ahead of your experiment to see if you're right. This is just like the basic scientific method. So I'm going to be planning the next 90 days over going through this hypothesis method. Yeah, that's how you say it. So essentially the statement is this: if I blank, we, or Illumination Project, will get blank, right? This is like a very like strategic hypothesis. If I do this action should happen. And obviously I'm building off actions that I want to happen. I want more people to hear the music that we're putting out, see the content that we're putting out, invest into what we're doing through Illumination Project, through Patreon or other methods like that. So those are outcomes that I want, but determining that first step or that goal and phrasing it that way kind of gives you a more clear action behind it. So it all is based around this idea of input and output, which is very digital, and I love it, especially when you're talking about sound. Whatever you put in is what you get out. It's also very spiritual. Whatever you put in is what you get out, but maybe that's a video for another time. So this idea of input, what am I going to do? What am I going to, make more podcasts? Am I going to make more music? And am I going to shoot these videos? And then output, what do I think is going to happen if I do that? For example, one of my hypothesis is if I release more music, we will get more ears on Spotify and the algorithm will feed more music to other people just based on habit of releasing music. So this is a thing that I know I need to do. It's been a minute since we started releasing, but now we have a process set up and are starting to do more releases. And if you are putting out one song a month, then you're going to get more ears on you if you're doing 2 songs a month. Seems pretty simple, but sometimes I think as an artist, like we don't want to break it down that simple. The way then we follow that up is we measure it at the end of the quarter, at the end of the 90 days. You look back and said, okay, was I right? Did we get more streams because we released more music? Did we get a chance to lead at more camps because we reached out to more churches saying that we actually do that? We'll see how it goes. I mean, I've never done this kind of planning before. It kind of seems obvious, but it makes me really think about doing the proper and like kind of best step next for our organization and our band and what we do in our ministry. So I'll let you know how it goes, and hopefully you can keep track with what we're doing through Illumination Project through this channel and kind of see how this develops. If you want to hear updates on the goals, you can head over to our email list and find out more there, or to our website. But either way, that is the next 90 days.